What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. My bad. What's up? This is your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV audience. I'm still having technical difficulties, Gina.
Get it together.
Man.
Get it together.
That's
Now
what
they
you
pulling
get
that
for
plug, plugging it back in, pulling it out, plugging it back in. I don't know what to tell you.
that's what I get for paying more for less, you know. But it's all good. Welcome to the show, everybody. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. What's up, Bree? Thank everybody on
Hey,
Instagram
Bree.
for the love. We appreciate you guys. Most definitely, man. Today we just wanted to do some thought-provoking questions, just questions to pick our brains and pick your brains as well. All right. Just wanted to know some things, not necessarily too personal, but we wanted to get some stuff out there. You know, just get it out there. Say what's on our mind. What's going on, Gina?
Oh, a lot's going on every day. What's not going on? That's the easier question.
I don't know, man, but we don't have to come on here and say condolences to today that I know of.
That's good. Let's pray that we can get through this week and next week and the next week and the next week without having to say that.
Let's pray that we can get through this show without having to say it first.
Whew.
You know, because you know, as we're doing the show, there's a lot of things that pop up, and I'm like, whoosh, you know. So let's just pray we get through this. What up, Chris? What's going on, bro?
What's going down with y'all?
We here. Hey man, I want to do another cigar show where we talk to these guys who know about smoking cigars, know about what's going on. I think tomorrow we're gonna have a spoken word artist on here. Before we get to Rachel, we have a spoken word on here. We got a lady who wants to talk about going through divorce for real, you know, an outsider's opinion.
For real.
We got a lot of people. For real.
For real. This real divorce.
Man.
For real.
A lot of stuff coming up though, man. So y'all stay tuned so y'all can get all this information. All right. Of course, we're gonna do the relationship roundtable where we're gonna save your relationships, and definitely make sure you're good for the 2025 and beyond.
Is it saving a relationship? Is it saving a relationship or saving a single life?
Be saving both of them.
We saving a single life.
Well, we probably making the relationships into single relationships. So we training them.
That's what I'm saying. We saving a single life. Everybody gonna be single. Listen to us.
There's no waste. We have no waste here on no waste. We don't waste a moment here, except at the ending, at the beginning sometimes on Dope Living TV Live. Okay, because why? Because we have earned the right, man, to be here as National Black Radio Hall of Famers. All right, we are Hall of Famers. Now, a lot of people get this posthumously. All right, when they're dead. Okay, we still here, man. So we are National Black Radio Hall of Fame. inductees, and we wear it proudly. Yes, we do. Let's get to these questions, y'all.
Okay.
The first one. And this is one of those moments where I got a brain freeze. So, how would you rank the following in importance? Family, career, or love life? How would you rank those? 1, 2, 3.
Well,
3.
it's love life. Should love life be with family so they're not married? Basically, that's you're not married.
No.
Ask the question. Don't break it down.
No. What he's saying is family, sex life, love life, sex life, and career. So like family, kids, and all that stuff.
So which is
significant others.
Family always first, but if I'm married, that's family. So you better put that career. If you're working for someone else, you better put that last. You better put that at the bottom of the list. But if you're working for yourself, that will be right up under family.
It depends though, because I mean family is number one. I say career then love life, depending on who you are. And the only reason I say
go ahead.
No, only reason I say career then love life because a career is not a job. To me, it's not. Anyway, career is something that you work passionate in and passionate to do, and it gets you where you want to get at to have the love life that you want to have. Some of the time, most of the time, half of the time, 1/4 of the time.
You went all the way back to down to the penny.
Back to zero, right?
I think we all agree with the family part. I don't agree with the career being up at the top. I just don't.
I only reason I say that is because love life, to have the love life that most people want, you got to have a career to support it.
Yeah, maybe
you can't. Yeah, I mean, unless you what's the word we use? Unless you mooching off somebody else. unless your nickname.
Maybe my husband is taking care of majority of everything.
That means his career is coming before you.
Hey, Bree said you can't take care of nobody without a job, though.
Can't take care of nobody without a job or a career. So if he's the one that's paying all the bills, that means he's putting his career in order so you can stay at home. And once he get done making the money, that's when the love life come into play. That's why I say family, career, then love life.
You're talking about me, not him.
I'm talking about either. Because you got a lot of dudes. You got a lot of dudes that mooch off of women.
Yeah. Harvey, Illinois. Shout out to everybody in Harvey, Illinois. All the guys just taking the I'm calling them out.
No, you gonna call out Harvey. Yeah, you gonna call out Harvey.
He called out the whole city. I thought he was talking about a dude. I thought he was talking about a dude named Harvey.
Right. No. It's a few guys named Harvey, but man, look, Harvey, Illinois, man, them guys don't work. They wait for their women to come home with that check, with that game, with that PlayStation 13. Man, come on now, and still treat them bad. Come on.
Yeah, but that's the only reason. That's the only time I put career. Like if you're wealthy, if you're rich, then you can put probably love life before career because your money is already stacked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that career to get your money stacked to please the love in your life.
Danish and Dower, y'all twins? What's that? Thanks for watching. But yeah, I mean, it depends upon the individual. I was speaking to somebody earlier who said career, love life, and then family.
Family last?
Yeah. I would not put career first.
Hey, we're talking about G. You got to say that person's name.
No, I can't say that person's name.
He called out Harvey. He might as well say the name.
Might as well say the name.
Harvey.
Yeah, I was in I was in corporate America for too long to put career first. Too long.
Well, but from the career you had, how did it affect your love life?
Well, in the beginning, I did a lot, put in 150%. And I was neglecting my family and my love life. And so I had to recognize how to balance the two. And I made changes. Once I made changes, it worked out better. But in the beginning, I had to learn how to do that. I thought if I just work hard, put all my time in the company, you know, it was going to pay off. But I wasn't a DEI hire, but I went through the DEI stuff.
I mean, that's the reason why I put career in the middle, because it's going to connect to family and it's going to connect to love life. If you put love life in the middle, it's not going to connect to, you know, family and career. So that's why I just got it in the middle.
Yeah. And I think, like bro said,
how the person gonna ask that's asking the question gonna leave?
Right, but you know what? I told him they plug it, they unplugging it, plugging it back in. Unplug. Yeah. They just trying to let you know it can go anytime.
It can go down anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Big bro, you gotta get out of Michigan, big bro.
Never know.
My bad, John.
Hey, big bro, you got to get out of Michigan.
That's a good question. You know what? That's a good question, and people really need to think about that, because I did not realize, and I was putting my career before everything. And so you have to sit back and look at and see if that's what you're doing, because you just do it unconsciously.
Yeah.
I mean, and that happens though, man. Bree said, well, mine got messed up. I definitely took care of career and family. It didn't mix. Again, man, it's everybody's choice. You got to do what you got to do. But I was really curious about that.
Yeah, and then real quick too, before we go to the next question, a lot of people love life is at their career too.
Them work husbands and them work wives.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, you gotta. I mean, to me personally, family's always first.
I think family's first too. So we all in agreement on that one. Let's go to the next question. When you're bored, you got nothing to do, you're just bored. What do you do?
Sleep.
I wish I had those times. Well, I'm bored and I'm not doing. I can't even answer that question, bro.
Do you read?
Bang it out. I'll be like, I'm going to sleep.
I don't have times when I'm bored, because I don't have times when I'm sitting still to get bored.
Oh, I get though. I make myself sit still sometimes. I have to, because if I don't, I always be on the go, and I can't do that. I can't do that now.
Isn't that more of a kid thing though? I'm bored, you know.
No,
adults get bored.
Adults get bored too. That's how Moby come on late.
Segway was a mug, wasn't it?
What's up, Mo?
We get bored. That's how we come on late.
Danny Marie said family, then career, then love life.
And her love life non-existent.
Danny Marie, you ain't never got to be alone. Look at these gentlemen here on Dope Living TV Live, man. Come on now. You ain't never got to be by yourself.
One of them's married, so.
Yeah.
And the other one's in a relationship. So Greg.
I guess I just leave Greg.
I'm reading.
Run, Danny, run.
I'm reading. Danny says, I'm not typically bored either, but I love researching topics in my downtime.
And that's another thing I do too. I like researching and learning new things about Black history. I love learning new things. Like it's a Spotify playlist that I do called Black History Year, and it talks about everything, stuff they didn't teach you in school. They talk with people that that knows history facts and all that, and I just listen to it all day.
People that was there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Not no hearsay, not no second.
Mo, we had a question before. How would you rank the following in as important to you? Career, relationship, family. I'm sorry, or love life. How would you rank those 1, 2, 3?
My love life number 1. Family number 2. Career's number 3.
But you got to realize though, that answer is coming from a married man that's been married for 30 years.
and that's why I said I consider my love life as family because I'm married, so I consider that part of my family.
Right. Well,
That's
I mean,
real.
I think that's real. I think when he's saying love life, he's talking about the intimate part of love life.
Yeah.
I don't think he's talking about like your husband or your wife. Because that, like you said, Jana, that's family.
Part that is like now, she been gone for a week and I missed the hell out of her. That's intimacy.
I thought you was driving down there. Oh no, yeah, you came back though.
Yeah. I'm going to drive for the funeral. We are. So I mean, she's doing.
The funeral was this past weekend. I just got everything all mixed up.
Where's the funeral going to be at, Mo?
In Texas.
In Texas, okay.
In Austin.
Hey, y'all gonna go
to the military funeral, so you gotta wait till they
till they have that open.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm gonna have it tomorrow and that's gonna be no. You gotta get in line just like you've been in line.
But they roll out the red carpet though.
It is fine. I mean, I had uncles and cousins, that been married. They do it up.
Yeah. Hey, y'all gonna go to Austin and ain't gonna want to go back to Nashville.
Shit, we came from Austin. We went from Austin to Indiana, dude. Wait a minute, hold on. Before you say you crazy, nigga.
No, I look every time I was coming home and people would see me in Indiana, I was driving from Vegas. Man. It'd be a 10-day trip. It'd be from Vegas to Indiana to Atlanta back to Vegas.
Man,
that's a lot of driving.
I didn't go to Vegas. I got real close though. I was out there in Phoenix and Lord have mercy.
Hey, look, you're only 5 hours away. That's all.
Mo,
hour 15-minute flight.
Look, I drove from here to Phoenix, and I got out there, and it's like you see a tree, something dead, tree, something dead, tree, something dead, dead. And that was it.
Yep.
The rest of it was just space and big ass mountains. It was.
That's it. That's it.
Mo. Hey Mo, why you flapping your wings, bro? That's a nice shirt. You get. That's a nice shirt.
Not flapping your wings,
Beastie Boys.
Yeah, the Beastie Boys. Hey, what the airplane at? The airplane down at the bottom. 757 down at the bottom.
No sleep to Brooklyn.
No sleep.
Hey, Beastie Boys.
She's on Broadway.
What are two big turning points in your life?
My life.
Everybody.
Biggest one.
What are two big turning points in your life? One for me was Jordan being born.
Yeah.
Man.
Can we make it 3?
Use that one.
Can we make it 3?
Okay.
Use that one.
Can we make it 3? Can we make it 3?
You can make as many as you want, actually.
Because I mean, everybody on here, first one gonna be, when they child.
Children.
Well, mine, I'm gonna say
now we know.
Twist mine up a little bit. Marrying Marianne, I have to say Marianne because I was married before. Marrying Marianne, and my firstborn. And I got to add a third one on there. The third one was when my grandchildren were born.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, mine was pretty much my children. Taj, Kayla, Jaden, Truth. My grandchildren. 2. Moving to Vegas. Finding the love of my life, messing it up, and then getting back with her.
Don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the way it goes, though.
Also, when my brother and them was doing music in 93, 94, that's what really got me into the music industry. Meeting George Daniels, and he giving me that gym.
Dude, we got
following Greg around when he was doing 925.
You did.
And
then taking my money on the table.
I mean, I don't consider that taking my money because I didn't offer
advice.
No, it was a therapy session. I was just working on the job.
It was a very expensive therapy session.
You needed it though.
But you know what? Don't have to worry about that.
But to be honest,
hey, wait a minute, Chris. But generally, don't the patient leave the doctor? The doctor don't leave the patient.
it depends. Yeah. Because it was therapy for both of us. Because if he would have never been like, man, you should go and make that move, I probably wouldn't have made that move. Because the crazy part about the crazy part about that is that this was like 2000 when I was at Majestic Star Casino. And that's when we signed that deal with VIP Records. I ended up moving to California for 9 months, moved back, started working at came back to Majestic for like 6 months, left there, went to Horseshoe, and then my father passed away. I took a year off, came back, became a poker dealer at Trump. And then when I found out you kept your own tips in Vegas, I was out.
So you were in a casino in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was a poker dealer when I was out here. I wasn't dealing blackjack and all that. When I was on
keep your own tips, please.
Yeah, because in Indiana we were sharing tips.
Oh, dang! So everybody didn't work.
Yeah, I came to Vegas. I was making like $4,500 a week on an average.
Yeah.
Easy. And then the market crashed, and that shit went down to like $1,500.
Regular old paycheck.
No, that wasn't even a paycheck. No, Mo, that wasn't a paycheck.
Damn.
When we keep our tips, we leave with money every day.
Right.
Money that we didn't have to claim on our taxes because we signed the tip compliance that the IRS gave us.
So what's
Hold on, Gina. We didn't get Gina's.
Oh, my fault, Gina. Go ahead.
Of course, everybody, like you said, everybody's going to say your children being born, but and I had a lot of turning points in my life. My first marriage, the divorce was a huge turn. That was probably, I wouldn't say that was the hardest blow, but it was a hard blow. It was different from some of the other turning points, like when I left when my grandmother passed away, and we were very, very close. My grandmother lived next door to us, so I had access to my grandmother whenever I wanted her. And when she passed away, it was devastating to me. That was the first death that I ever experienced, and I was a freshman in high school. And it really that was one of the first turning points in my life. And then when my first husband and I divorced, well, we didn't even divorce. We were separated for 7 years before I even got a divorce. But
y'all were living in the same house, separated, were y'all?
No, he actually moved to another state.
Oh, okay.
But it was something I had to do, but it was still devastating because I met him when I was a freshman in high school. I was a virgin. That was the only man I had, for 17 years. I know. True. And so, it was devastating. Even though I had to leave him, it was still devastating. My whole life was turned upside down.
Hey, Jenna, when you say you was a virgin, you got to hit the mute button.
Oh, I was wait, you don't have the little thing to put in front of my mouth.
Jana, this is a PG show.
Okay, I was a V. What do I call it? A V?
Yeah, V.
I was a V.
No, you are not having.
I was an urgent.
Intercourse. No,
we'll get off of that.
I was an urgent.
And then my father passed, and I was very, very close to my father. I was a daddy's girl.
That explains a lot.
Daddy's girl, and
but
that was devastating.
That's crazy, Jada, because mine is the same way. When my grandfather passed away, like, I mean, if my cousins and them watching this, everybody know I was my grandfather's favorite grandchild. Everybody knows that.
That's crazy when they know. You walk in the door and it's like,
right?
Freeze up.
Hey, look, I walk in the door, they be like, "Here come Chris."
We go get some ice cream.
But the reason it was is because we lived in a duplex, so they lived downstairs. My mother and us lived upstairs. but you had to come outside to go upstairs. So I had, like Gina, I had access.
Yeah.
So anything we wanted done, the garden, the grass cut, and the grass I had to cut was like a football field. I was doing that since I was 7.
Push more.
Right.
Yeah.
And moving bricks, doing all of that.
Lord.
And then it happened. Right. And then it happened the same thing when my father passed away in 2003. I had to take a year off. I couldn't work in the casino. So yeah, I get exactly what Gina's saying.
And then go ahead, Jim. The last one I finished is when my next husband passed away from cancer. Man, it's death it has different effects on you depending on the person it is, your parents, your grandparents, your children, your spouse. It affects you really, really deep, but it's different in each and every one of them. But it still turns your life topsy-turvy. It's still just, and again, my second husband and I had been together. We had been together for 17 years. And so here I am facing this same thing. I would come in the house and I would feel so empty. A lot of the places that we would frequent, like places we would go for our anniversary, we had certain places we would go. I couldn't go there anymore. We would sit at the kitchen table and have coffee before we would leave out for work. I couldn't sit at my dining room table anymore.
Yeah, but people, we don't understand what the death that basically the PTSD that death puts on us, because we can't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get that understanding of it.
Let me read some of these comments here, y'all. Danny said, having 2 children, turning point 1 and 2. Byron said, my largest turning point was the loss of my parents and becoming a member of the kids with no parents. Danny says she loves and appreciates the transparency. Byron said when he gets up, he'll consider it a turning point. Angie said losing her dad changed her whole life, and she was daddy's girl as well. I know, like I said, my son was born. That was Jordan was. That was the one huge turning point, because I was finally able to raise a child. Another one was being homeless. That changed my whole life, because it taught me that I can fight back and become somebody. Because from that became the show, and I was able to do it. I stayed true to what I was doing, but I prayed a lot, and I followed what the path that God put me on.
That's the key.
This show, reconnecting with Mo first of all, and reconnecting with Chris, that changed my life, because I started thinking differently. Meeting Gina at the post office, I just started saying, now I want to support, but you guys have made me think differently. Okay, my wife, my second wife, Faye, changed my life. All right, and the change was losing her because of my actions. All right. Also, I learned how with another person, I learned how to appreciate things as opposed to saying everything should be given to me. Learn things. This person taught me how to do different things, okay, that I wasn't doing before, because I got outside of myself and I learned things. Meeting George Daniels, a true turning point, because he told me straight up, you ain't shit.
He gave me the jewel that changed my life forever. I turned down so many. I turned down so many record deals because of the gem that he gave me.
But he spits gems, man, and even to this point, man, where we reach this show, we reach across the country, man. You know what I'm saying? We touch people's lives. That's a blessing, and it's a turning point as well, because we never know the impact that we have on people. So if we keep that within ourselves and think about it, like I said, we're very humble people, but we actually, except for on Mondays, but we transform people's lives. Okay?
No, we can't. Hey, look, we transform people's lives on Mondays too.
Right.
They probably be by themselves, but we transform their lives too.
We tell stories, man. We try to tell stories as truthfully as they are. We don't know what anybody else is going through, man, but we tell these stories. We tell their stories, and in turn, people learn from their stories. Some are really good. Some some are so paper transparent, man. We've had to drop them off at the cliff and tell them to jump.
But the great thing about this show, Dope Living TV, is that every time I get off this show, since me and my girl been back talking, she asks me what we talk about on the show.
Yeah.
And then when I get off with y'all, the conversation about what's going on with the show lasts like another 2 hours.
Robert asked me the same thing.
I know.
Yeah.
A big transformation I didn't include it, and I feel that I'd be remiss if I didn't say anything about it. And that is my one brother that he's from GI2, but he went to Horseman. His name is Kerry Sibley. My life was transformed when I moved from the G to Texas. He was in the Air Force. We were supposed to go together, but I was home around. But he was in the Air Force, and that was one of the brothers said, "Look, man, you need to get out of here. You wasted here. You need to go."
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you need to come down here and get some sense. So
that's crazy because that's the same thing G told me. He's like, man, you need to get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
He told me.
That's the same thing I told my kids.
He told
get up out of here.
G told me, he's like, man, you getting too big for Gary.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Found out it ain't the center of the universe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's so crazy? It was so crazy because even though moving out that early and going to another market like Austin, which is supposed to be a so-called big market, you know, it felt really slower than what I thought.
No, you know what it is, Mo?
What?
I say the same thing when I came to Vegas. People be like, man, Vegas is so fast paced. I was like, no, the only thing fast paced about Vegas is the strip. That's it.
Yeah. I went to Austin. It was like it's you know how you naturally know stuff, like you naturally supposed to know how to do stuff. It was
but you know doing that. When did you move to Austin? What year was that?
82.
So you know during that time that was just the college city. It ain't like it is now.
Oh no,
they didn't have stuff there.
It ain't close to it. When I moved I moved away from in 1994, and when I went back in like 2013, first time I've been back, man, that's a whole nother city. It's like another 250,000 people got dropped off in that mug because it was maybe 300,000 when I left, and it's really close to 1 million people. If it wasn't 1 million people, because they were just counting Marion County. So I mean, that's why I grew at. That's why I actually had space to grow. But there's a lot of people, believe it or not, that helped me grow in Austin, and you know, I got opportunities to go to school, management, and all that stuff. And the music part came along with my brother-in-law. And Gary, him and his brother had a band called Trace of Smoke, and they played live music and recorded live. And he had one of the first studios in Austin back in the day, back then. And me and him used to, oh, Lord, you stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
Hey Mo, what you tell your friend down there? He's like, I ain't doing the Air Force. Only Air Force is going on my feet. That's it.
Then my son-in-law right there. My son-in-law and joined us.
Look, we was skating rats. So you know, we stayed out of Screaming Wheels. You know, I married one sister. He married the other. I introduced him to his wife. She gone now, but I introduced him to his wife, and his wife was a sister. Basically, we just became relatives, you know, from a relationship. So got bigger than that. So
we got some more though, y'all. We didn't even get into the meat and potatoes with Lil K. He really wants to talk about it to help other kids, and we're gonna get back to him. We're gonna definitely again, so we can.
We definitely bringing him back. That was just a warm up, Bree. That was just a warm up.
Really?
What has been the biggest regret in your life?
I have no regrets.
I have a lot of them. My first one is, I mean, it's all coming full circle now, but my first one is putting energy into something that I shouldn't have been putting energy to.
There we go.
And that's how I end up losing who I'm back talking to with now, but that was too much energy. But back then, I wasn't healed then like I am now.
There's a difference.
Yeah, we got you know, as we grow up, we learn, man. We learn different.
Yeah, we have to, and it took me from 2012 to it took us 12 years to like start talking where we didn't have an argument about what happened.
That's love,
Well,
man. That's love.
I can think of a regret.
Oh, you found one.
What was it hiding at?
The one regret, my dad, he had cancer, and it was we saw him deteriorate through the years, as the cancer, went through his body. I remember and this is why I do not put career first anymore. My dad asked me to go to Walgreens and get some light bulbs for him. And I told him I couldn't go. I had to go to work. And it wasn't maybe a week or two later that he passed away. And I regretted the fact that I could not take time out of my day to do that one simple thing for my dad.
So my second one is similar to that. My father was in the Chicago VA hospital. So from Gary to there is pretty much like a 45-minute drive to where it was at. And it was raining hard as ever that day. And I said, no, I'll just go see him tomorrow after it stopped raining. And he passed that night.
Dang. Yep. I used to take my uncle to that VA. Used to get off on that exit in Chicago. Yep. You got to be careful because the police was hanging there. You get every time you get off of that exit. Yep. If you do it 55, you say 45 when you get off there. I got pulled over right there. Say, hey, this is 45 miles. I said, man, I just got off the damn expressway. I remember that VA hospital very well. That's the reason why I remember. My biggest regret is not taking. Well, me and my dad talked forever. We used to talk, man, 3-4 hours, at least 3-4 hours a week, one big long conversation. And I miss that so much now. The one thing he wanted to tell me, he said, I got an invention I want you to talk about. We always used to talk about ideas like that. I want an invention I want to tell you. And I was like, Dad, we'll talk about it next time. He said, son, I'm going in to have this out procedure, tomorrow. I want to tell you now. I said, Dad, you're going to be fine when you can get out when you tell me. He never saw him conscious again. He passed. So, man, I mean, he wanted to tell me that, man, and I wouldn't let him tell me. I'm thinking past all that. You're going to be all right. And that hurt. Me and my dad was like this. I mean, really tight. So.
I'm gonna ask the whole panel, and I'm sorry, bro. I'm always jumping.
I didn't get a chance to say mine, no.
But I just want to say on this, since
wait a minute, hold on. Y'all be cutting in my turns all the time.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not gonna cut in your turn.
Sorry, my black.
I will never get a chance.
We apologize, brother Greg.
Go ahead.
Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna talk about your dad too. So go ahead.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I think that it molded those situations, with the situation with you, Mo, and your dad, and you, Chris, and myself. It probably I know it molded me into doing things differently. Now, when someone asks me, a loved one asks me to do something, I'm not quick to say no. I'm not going to do it. A simple, easy task such as that.
Yep.
Oh no, Gina, I'm still quick to say no. It's just I don't say no to my mom. I don't say no to my kids. I don't say no to my brother. A whole lot of other people get no's fast. Those fast no's are still there.
They're still there, but they just reserved for
right.
Hey, Danny Marie says no regrets, just good lessons learned. Marie says my regret was giving in to a marriage that wasn't giving back. Byron said when I was in Connecticut, I drank at a bar with the guy that started Subway Submarine, and I had the opportunity to buy in when they only had 2 stores, and I passed on the really inexpensive buy-in, which I regret to this day.
Oh, Byron.
Her dad told her to call her uncle if he wasn't in the house by a certain time, and he's gone, period. Man, I think my regret was not treating people better, man, than what I did. I tried to do as much as I could for people, but if you don't have much yourself, you can't do for people. But a lot of people, once they saw me on television, just expected this and expected that. Gina has told me a lot of times, Greg, stop telling people,
I'll tell you that all the time.
So my biggest regret for me is not learning no. I got burned. I got burned by family because I didn't say no. But now Man, I think I got a diamond studded chain around my neck sometimes
You
that
say
just
no.
says no.
How you say it, Greg?
No.
How you say it, Greg? No.
I know, right? Can't get up in the screen no more because if I do, I'm gonna knock it over this time because I'm so sleepy. No,
bro. That no, that like I said, it's still fast. It's just it's not reserved to people that's close to.
Right.
You know
That's the point I was making.
Yeah, because even G situation, people gonna ask you. People gonna ask you because they know you're not gonna say no.
Yeah.
And the first time you said no, it felt so good. It felt so good, didn't it, G?
It did, dude. I was going. I was telling everybody. I told the police. He said, "Give me your license." I said, "No." Now that was.
You said,
my other one, my other one is not spending more time with my children. That's another one.
You can't call that a regret.
Right? No, that's a regret because there's some stuff that I should have been there for that I wasn't there for.
I mean,
I said it's not charging for sex, and unfortunately, gave away millions of dollars in services and product. Byron sits at home and he just I think he got a book. He got a book.
Hey, I got
He say he got a book. I don't know where he gets this from.
I really gotta ask. G, do you send Byron the questions before you send them to us so he can be ready?
Right.
They be coming fast. They be coming in fast.
He be on it, don't he?
He be on it. He flipped to him, okay? He flipped to him. This works for that situation. I'm gonna put it on. Man. Hey, who do y'all think knows you the best out of anybody you've ever met so far? It ain't got to be family, but who do you think knows you the best?
Ooh, sheesh.
That ain't family?
My son.
That is family.
I say nobody. I'm a Pisces.
You said outside of family.
I said it doesn't have to be family.
No, it got to be outside of family because your family really know you.
Yeah.
Nah,
got to be outside of family.
My family don't know me either. I'm a Pisces.
I didn't say brothers or mother and father. I said my son.
Outside of family.
I keep everything.
Don't nobody know me.
I keep everything to myself.
Don't nobody know me.
You don't want to say who know you.
Gina, I'd say probably. I ain't gonna say you, Gina. I know Gina know me well. Chris
do know
me
you
better. Hell, Maurice know me well.
These three right here.
Outside of family, y'all family. So knock y'all out.
Outside of family is kind of hard. I mean, I have some friends that you thought that they knew you until the shit hit the fan. Then it's like, really, they know you about 20%.
Yeah, I have a friend. I have a friend that we've been friends for over 20 years. She knows me very well. It's so crazy because she'll pick up the phone and say, "Gee, you've been on my mind. What's wrong?"
Smoke coming out the ears and
it's usually something wrong.
Smoke coming out the ears.
That's a friend of mine that I know. I've known this girl for a long time. Okay, her kid and my kid went to school together.
Know me long time.
This woman knows me well. She knows me very well. Faye, my ex-wife knows me very well. So I'd say those two people know me very well outside of family. All right. Byron says a friend will help you move, but a real friend will help you move a body.
That's fact. That's fact.
It sure is.
Lordy.
That's the truth. Think about it. Think about what he just said.
Lordy. Y'all moving bodies.
y'all vice versa though. You'll help him move a body, he'll help you move a body. That's how that go. If that's the situation.
That will get you. You're right,
that's true. A lot don't get the motivation sometimes that you got going on in your head, and you don't feel like you need to give them the time to explain the motivation. That's what that comes from, Angie. A lot of your family don't get you because you motivated. I mean, they think they might even think that you stuck up to a point. because you're motivated.
I've been called
you're not, and then
But-
when you try to
but
explain
also-
then when you try to explain it to them, they're like, what you mean? I'm motivated. I'm not that stuck up thing or whatever. I'm just motivated to do what I need to do to get it done.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
I've been called everything. So Gina wanted to ask, how do you feel, outside question, how do you feel about the airline industry? You feel safe flying now? Will you fly Southwest Airlines with its new changes where you ain't got no doggone carry-on bag? You got to pay.
You got to pay now.
Well, you gotta think about it though. Yeah, you got to think about it. If you're an elite member, you can still do it.
Yeah.
So basically,
right,
you can still do it.
Which
Which will probably come out to an elite member anyway. Everybody should just go on and get an elite membership.
Yeah.
It probably will come out.
I got cameras, so you ain't throwing my cameras no more. So I got to be an elite member to carry on board. Sorry, can't do it.
I mean, you can't get a $29 ticket and then your bags be like $4,000. You got to get a loan to put your bag on. Get a loan to put your bag on.
Let me tell you something.
But you know that's their niche. The bags fly free was their niche.
That's another charge. Let me tell you something though. They can have an accident every day consecutively at an airport. There's not as many people that down the road today in a day.
Man, I'm gonna start learning how to fly. I'm gonna start learning.
No, they ain't getting close. They ain't getting close.
Hey, look,
I'm gonna learn how to fly myself. I'm gonna grab 2 wings.
Them been falling out the sky too, Greg.
And I'm a glad, dude. I'm a glad wherever I got to go.
You know, but Mo, it's different with the changes in the FAA. That's the problem. It's not the planes
it's going to
itself.
be definitely different. I mean, it's supposed to have been different a long time ago because remember when Reagan fired everybody, and then they brought the so-called scabs in to work for the one air traffic control.
Yep, I remember that.
Remember that? So I mean, Reagan fired everybody. He didn't tear it down like these fools doing it and then build it back up. He gave them all things to get your ass back to work. He wasn't kicking them out the door like these dudes doing. So,
hey, did y'all see Byron's comment where he said the question made him think of a management professor he had who told him that most people can't write down the names of 5 people who are truly in their corner. See, we got an advantage though. We got an advantage because we broke it in half. We got 3 people each. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we got to pick 2 more. And we forgot she going to Vegas. I'm going to pray and get on this flight Friday and keep it moving. When it's your time, it's your time, and nothing you can do about it. I don't say all of that.
That's true.
Say all of that.
Well, I mean, the good thing about it, Angie, is that when you come here, it won't be raining anymore. So that's a good thing. It's only raining tomorrow here.
Hey,
so
Chris,
be all right.
Angie, get down there. Look out for her, all right? Why did it get so quiet?
I hear crickets.
Chris, I know you got a woman, man. I'm just saying. Look out for us. Angie,
Shoot, people go to Vegas. You can't even find them. They be in the wind.
Right? We talk about get an Uber driver. On the 5th day, meet me right here so you can get me back to the airport. Be limping back to the airport broke.
Man.
I'm gonna prepay you, so you got your own money.
Send pictures, Angie. Send me some.
What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Not no more.
Right, Angie? What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What goes on in Vegas. What goes on in Vegas.
Having been safety director of the world's largest airport system, I would not be in any hurry to board a commercial aircraft at this time.
Yeah, but I seen Byron put the comment somewhere else, and I was like, when the people that work there are,
there's a reason.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they
better follow their lead.
They're getting rid of a lot of the air traffic control people.
Well, a lot of them won't retire. Think about this. They had a gulf when people start retiring before all this fine stuff hit. Now they got a big, gigantic chasm of people that they need, and they're gonna do these shake and bake, and they're gonna be shaky for a minute, unless they have some really good managers in there to show these people what to do, what they need to do. Because the only way you become excellent in that field is that with experience. Period.
Yeah, but Mo, I don't want them to be shaky on my route.
Yeah,
on my dime.
Me neither.
I don't want them to be shaky on my dime.
And again, a lot of those cats retiring now. They probably gonna have to teach the next one to be just as good.
Hey, Danny Reese said, "Be careful on those group trips too. Friends are turning on friends on these group trips. Friends are returning to their families." What's up, Rachel? Hey, Gina, here goes a snuck in comment right here. My regret is divorcing my husband and not talking about it first.
How many?
Things that make you go,
I got a question.
Hey, I told you what to say. She didn't say what I told her to say.
How many times has Faye been married? Only once.
Hey, man,
Faye only been married one time.
Once is enough.
No, I'm asking. A serious question. Should have been married once.
No, she's been married twice.
So which husband is she talking about?
Ask her.
Yeah.
He's gonna assume it's him. He's gonna take that one and say that's me.
I'm
she's
not
talking
assuming
about.
Nothing. I'm talking facts.
Facts, Jack.
Come on, Faye.
Let us know, Faye.
Spill the tea now. Spill the tea. She said Greg.
All right now.
What's the Greg last name? You married two Gregs, right?
Both husbands was Greg.
Not at all. Byron said the FAA Safety Advisory Committee that advises all air traffic was disbanded and has compromised air safety. Yeah,
that's scary.
And they want to put Starlink in place of Verizon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm learning stuff today. Come on, Dan.
There's a ulterior motive to all of this. I mean, Trump had not Trump, but Musk has he has ulterior motive on all of this. He's wanting to replace. He could lose $10 billion, but what he's gonna make off of these government contracts with this stuff is gonna cover that up 100 times. So,
yeah, that's what I said. Even though I said the same thing, Mo.
That's the only reason he's going in. That's why he's trying to get close to Trump so he can get all these government contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where his money is going to come from.
He's wanting to automate everything, which again,
see me and Mo on the same link.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I said the same thing.
We used to chess moves. We ain't used to checkers. So I mean, it just like this. All this stuff that's going on right now. It's a smoke screen. It's smoke screen. You got to put up something so we don't focus on anything. And he's making sure there's enough crap out there so we're not focusing on one thing.
Yep.
While this hand is over here doing this, this one is over here doing something else.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
We definitely got to bring that up again too. We definitely got to have another conversation about that. Juan promises to be on, and some other pundits will be on as well. So
those three.
Well, now if you talk about Trump, anything negative, you can go to jail.
Ooh.
So I might have to sit that one out, bro.
Look at
man, I won't.
I got your bail money. Don't worry about it. I got your bail.
Look, they got better medical in jail anyway.
I don't want to find out.
They call this stuff. It's called the Spanish Inquisition. They done hijacked the evangelical vote, and they calling it right, and they imprisoning and punishing everybody that ain't following. And the only thing that happened like that was the Spanish Inquisition. Back in the day, they was killing folks for not believing the way they believe. So don't be surprised. Do not be surprised when this dude started talking about, this the law.
Firing squads.
Right.
Firing squad.
Nicole, I'm over there looking like a fine sugar daddy.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Nikki.
Never wearing this
outfit
again.
Go.
Rachel said when you're playing chess.
Sugar daddy.
He is a magician. Watch the other hand, man. Good show with these questions, man. It's always good when we're able to just be honest with the people about things that we just questions, normal questions, man. Make you think sometimes. This world is terrible, man. So we just got to live it and support one another. Mo, let's get out of here, bro.
Greg, the world is not terrible. Terrible things are happening. We're in a great world. God gave us a perfect beginning. All we got to do is follow through. Man, look, what I like about this show is that we actually get to let you guys in on some of the things that we believe in and what we think about as our family and our lives. And I'm glad to share it with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, basically what Mo said, and then also, I mean, everybody on here that comments that we put your post up, your comment up, bring you on and all that, all y'all family. You know what I'm saying? Even when we disagree in an argument, well, in a debate, because we don't argue, y'all all family. So I'm just happy that everybody, you know what I'm saying? We still here 2025, got more big things to come, you know what I'm saying? And we Hall of Famers, so we're going to keep it pushing.
Yes, sir. I'd be able to be a sugar daddy, but he's not against sharing his sugar cane.
What a little thing that go on your mouth. Put the thing on your mouth like y'all put on mine.
Go ahead, Jen.
You know, it's good to laugh. You know, we come on here, we give our advice. It's not real advice, but you know, days like today, we talk about our own lives and share with you guys that we've been through some things too. You know, it hasn't always been sugar or cane. But you know, just getting on here, being transparent and sharing our lives with the audience. You know, it's let you know we're people too.
9:25, Rachel. 9:25. We getting there, all right, man. Look, like I share the same sentiment as everybody, man. We do this show so that we can, number one, have create conversations that people don't have within themselves that they need to have. We try to make sure that we are ourselves as transparent as possible, because you know, we've each individually gone through a lot of different things to get to the through our careers to get us to where we're at right now. And you know, this is not just something that was given to us. You know, it was hard work, y'all. It was a lot of hard work, and it still is a lot of hard work. But it's only way we can do all of this, man, is through prayer, perseverance, and patience. So, you know, we are not guaranteed tomorrow. As y'all can see, with all of these people dying in succession, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. But we, if we do make it to the next day, that's another day to do something different, to make a better day, create something different. Take every opportunity that you have and make it something. All right, we got plenty of chances to do this as long as we're able to get up the next day. Period. Hey man, tomorrow we got a spoken word artist coming on. Yeah, he's gonna speak some words, and also at 7:30, you know, it's time for the CEO Nuggets with Rachel Gary. All right, so always looking forward to that's how we close out our week here at Dope Living TV. You know what I'm saying? It's man, just things that we like to do, but we want to close it out on a positive note. And Rachel come through, man. Rachel come through like we do, though. You know, if we being a fool, well, no, she don't. Rachel straighten us out. She
come with the energy.
She bring it back down, but she come with those nuggets for real. She comes with the gems that we as people need to know how to become CEOs of our life. So, man, thank you, Angie. She said, well said, Greg. Finally, that's the first person in a long time that said something good about something I said. Okay, damn, I feel great now. Hey, all right, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys tomorrow. All right, I got it ready this time. No, I don't. Peace.